I did say I was going to circle back on the Habs. Obviously, we've talked about your Leafs quite thoroughly.
Yeah.
And we kind of know what the landscape is there.
Lose.
Lose. Fucking lose for the sake of the fucking organization and the sake of Boston's current pick. Lose. The trade deadline's Friday. We haven't really touched a lot on the trade deadline.
Yeah.
Robert Thomas, do you think he's a fit for the Habs? Do you think that works? Because right now,
Absolutely. Anybody who can get Robert Thomas should be getting Robert Thomas. Like,
but let me tell you this though. So it's been leaked already in media that the ask for Robert Thomas is goalie, Michael Hage, and 2 first-round picks. At that point, is it worth it? Michael Hage, especially with the story with his family getting drafted by the Canadians, Caden Gooley's fucking, what is he, 23 or something like that?
Yeah.
That guy's going to be a top 4 stud for his whole career in Montreal. Hage obviously has that 2C potential.
Yeah. I'd say no.
You say no?
Yeah. Personally, I just think, and I am naturally a guy that leans more towards like, stick with your team, stick with your process. Like, they're early in this, right? Like, they don't need to sell the farm to try to be competitive this year. They're already a very good team.
Yeah.
I think all you're trying to do as a GM, I think, is expand your window as much as you can. Stay in the playoffs, stay competitive. So one year you might just happen to go on a run, and then
people are forgetting too. Thomas is getting, I think he's on an 8x8. I don't know how many years he has left, but he's on an $8 million a year contract.
He has like 5 years left.
Exactly. And Michael Hage, when he comes in, you're getting this guy at entry level for 3 years before you even think about what his first contract even looks like.
For sure. But at the same time, I will say, like, prospects are prospects. Like, it's funny. I always used to like make up trades, and like nobody has ever been angrier at me in any moment of my career than when I suggest a trade and people are like think it's
blowing smoke.
So like, but like no, there's been like a couple where like when Jack Eichel was in Buffalo and I suggested that the Devils trade for him, I suggested a trade that at the time people were like, you are a moron, and like fully said it was like the dumbest trade you could ever make. It was Jack Eichel for Luke Hughes, which is a tough one, obviously. You got his brother there. You don't want to break up the brothers.
Yeah.
But it was, at the time, I was just kind of thinking, like, just pure value, I would probably do, like, Luke Hughes, Ty Smith, and Alexander Holtz. Ty Smith had just come off a pretty good season.
That's a good one.
And Alexander,
for the time, at least. Like, looking back at it.
100%. And then Alexander Holtz is a guy that, like, it didn't work out as well as they kind of hoped, but he looked like a really great prospect. But that's the thing about prospects. You never really know.
Yeah.
And it's just...
You know what you have in Thomas. You don't really know what you have with Hage yet.
Yes. So I do think that's fair. And I do think like $8 million, we're going to have to get used to the fact that that's not that much anymore.
No, it's not.
And so I don't think
for the Habs, it's the standard though, which I fucking love.
Yeah. I don't think it would be a bad trade, but if I'm the Habs, I don't do it. I think you stick to the plan.
And in terms of other potential pieces, Montembeault, fun fact for Monty, in 7 of his last 10 games, he's given up 3 or more goals and has only won 2 of those games. So he went 2 for 5 in that stint. So obviously Monty leaks goals, and when he does leak those goals, they don't necessarily win the games. He's given up more.
Damn, not a Monty fan.
Well, okay, I'm getting somewhere with this.
He obviously leaks goals is what you just said. That was crazy.
Hey, Monty, I still love you, bro. But in terms of Doby, he had a recent stretch of 11 games where he hasn't lost at all in regulation. He went 9. He got 9 wins in those 11 games too. So 9-0-2 in his past 11. That guy's turning it on. Obviously, he had a bit of a shaky stint there. He started out really hot, then a bit shaky, and now hot again. But even though Monty and Doby can be kind of like up and down, and when they're on, they're on.
Yeah.
Do you think guys like Bob and Binnington make sense for Montreal to acquire, especially with them potentially being a sneaky team in the playoffs?
No, because I think Jacob Fowler's the truth. But
Binnington only has 1 more year. I think it's next year. He only has 1 more year. It's just a bridge piece for Fowler.
I guess I don't know. Like, it depends what you'd have to give up. Obviously,
I think it's Montembeault and a first.
Oof. Yeah, personally, I wouldn't.
No,
because I just think it's such an unsure thing. No matter what, that like goaltending's always tough. That I think trust your guys and go with it. Like, yeah.
So you're sticking.
Yeah, like again, I'm just one of those guys that like trust me as a Leafs fan, I've seen what a lot of the first round picks that we traded have turned into, and and it's sad.
It's not always great.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if we could be out there with Seth Jarvis and a bunch of other guys, I think we'd be in a lot better position. So
I mean, you weren't the team that picked Kotkaniemi over Quinn Hughes and Brady Tkachuk. I'll tell you that much. That's the big one for us. But then again, if we did get one of those studs, maybe we wouldn't be where we are today. It's all relative.
What picks did you get back for him in the
Kotka, KK,
like with the offer sheet?
Kotkaniemi?
Yeah.
Well, I don't remember. It wasn't a first, but I do remember the main trade there was who did we get? We replaced him with Dvorak or something like that. That was like the big. No, it wasn't. I don't remember what we did with Kotkaniemi, to be honest.
No, I just mean because you'd automatically get some picks.
No, it wasn't a first. I think it was like a second or
third,
something. A second and a third.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the upper echelon one, obviously. Playoffs start tomorrow. Which goalie are you starting? I know you're not the biggest Habs guy, but is it Monty or is it Dobesh's net?
Jacob Fowler.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Dagger. Jacob, this guy loves you.